Hey, what's up, guys? Got Malik here, my video guy. So he just asked me a question. I thought it was great to just dive into this a little bit because I know a lot of people it's kind of floating around, and just wanted to give my thoughts on it and my 2 cents and my kind of belief where this is going in technology in general, and also just this industry. So NFTs, cryptocurrencies, how they might affect insurance or how they might affect businesses in general. As far as I know about what I know about NFTs is that it is a way to kind of keep track of a ledger of, these, digital assets, essentially like a painting or some type of digital asset, which is tied to the blockchain through cryptocurrency or cryptography, whatever you want to call it, that makes it secure in the blockchain. So very, very safe transfer of ownership of assets, of digital assets. So I think it's huge. I think we're like at the cusp of what's about to happen. NFTs are, I think just kind of developing. It's going to be a really crazy marketplace in the next kind of like year, 2 years, once it starts to really hit public. And people are going to start to realize like, oh wait, this is the future. So I think there's going to be this next year or two of gap where it's not stable yet. It's still very volatile, and like there's no baseline for what a value of this digital cup is actually worth, or like this digital painting or picture that somebody took is really worth. So I think it's going to be really crazy for the next couple of years. But then after that, once it stabilizes, I believe it's going to just go. It's going to go to the moon, as my crypto people might say. We're going to the moon. I think it's going to really take off. Cryptocurrency, we'll see how that gets implemented into, day to day and the world. But as far as insurance, really quick, I'll just touch on it because this is Chris, the insurance guy. I think crypto, once it gets adopted as a day-to-day transactional thing, banks start having their own cryptocurrencies, and, I think State Farm, Farmers, like Mercury, Liberty, like all these different companies might have their own cryptocurrency. Who knows? But as far as NFTs, I think that's like something that still hasn't really been tapped into just yet, and it's not really fully developed. So if you kind of missed the wave on like the cryptos that were kind of flowing, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, all that stuff that kind of took off, NFTs get educated on NFTs, because in the next year or two, it's going to be a big deal. Businesses might change significantly with that like I said, that ledger, that transfer of ownership that is extremely secure, escrow for homes, realtors out there, loan officers, insurance people, the transfer of ownership. It's going to be a big difference when you're just getting a bind order from escrow, or, realtors are selling a house. It just takes, a matter of transaction, and a much, much faster transaction. Escrow might go away. These are just predictions and thoughts that I have, going. As far as technology in general, and like where technology is going for the insurance space and all that, AI, keep an eye out for AI that might come into your stuff. Artificial intelligence, you might not need customer service reps in the future. You might just have AI built into your website with robots and people to talk to. There's just a lot of different things. So hard to predict, but I believe automation tools, if you're not jumping on board with these kinds of tools like automation or targeted, ads or audiences, and using Facebook, using social media, using LinkedIn, getting super active and just being up to date with these, where guys, it's too late. Like the phone is the reality now. Like you're watching me right now. There's a reason you're watching me, and it's because this is where our reality, our focus is kind of going. Obviously this real world is still a thing, and it's obviously never going to go away, but more and more with like VR and all of these big technologies coming, like we're not going backwards. We're only going to go forward, and it's only going to get more and more developed. So get on board, figure out how to use, AI, how to potentially the blockchain will impact insurance. I can't predict. I don't know right now for sure, but I know it's going to do something. It's going to disrupt it. Make sure you have automation built out for your agency when you get a lead, a customer, in general, just outbound reaching automation. Lots of stuff that you can do. And NFTs, mark my words, everybody. NFTs are coming. They're going to make sense. You could buy some now. There's even digital land you can buy. Those are just my 2 cents. but we'll see what happens in the next couple years. But Malik, did you have any questions for me?
I think I'm good.
You're good?
Or actually,
Anything about NFTs or cryptos I can answer, or just my thoughts?
what do you feel about government regulation in Bitcoin?
I think that's the only thing that's going to stop it. The only thing that could really mess with like decentralized currencies that are transferred worldwide is the government. The government might come in and say, no more, like you guys can't use these cryptos, like we're going to use our crypto. This is going to be the dollar, tied to the dollar or to the gold standard. I think that's my only like kind of fear, because then I feel like that'll be like taking away from its free like trade, and it's like the beauty of kind of what it is right now, because it's by the people, like the people are in control. So yeah, I hope it doesn't get regulated. I think at some point it has to, for it to get like valid, like validity. Is that a word?
I think the biggest thing is just the fact that it can't be tracked or anything. Really, like, it can't be regulated by the government. It's all decentralized, and that's like a big like middle finger to the government.
Yeah.
And they don't like middle fingers.
They do not. The government does not like middle fingers. Dude, yeah, the IRS, all you guys, they do not like that. I agree.
Like,
I think
like why I think it'll always kind of just be like a sub like thing to money. Whereas NFTs, I feel like, are a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, dude, I truly believe like we will be transacting cryptos, you know? So
You think like,
and it's going to be, the government's going to have
you think
some
it would
type
take
of,
over the dollar or like any other like world currency, Bitcoin?
they're going to have their own crypto. Like dollar will have its own crypto, I believe. Or Chase Bank might have its own crypto. Starbucks might have its own crypto. Like all these different little things might have their own cryptos that are essentially have to tie back to some, there has to be some value. Right now, Bitcoin is fluctuating like crazy. We don't know the real true value of one Bitcoin. We don't know because it's so volatile. Once that, I believe, that stabilizes and that gets, figured out for sure over time. Right now it's still early. I mean, Bitcoin's been around for a while, but
it definitely goes really high sometimes.
Yeah, and that's not stable.
Millions of dollars.
But yeah, it's not stable. So there's going to be some crypto that comes in that's going to be the crypto, and that's going to be the one. And I think it could be Bitcoin, it could be other ones, and then that's the one that it's baselined. Anyways. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Any other things you got?
What stocks are you investing in right now?
Completely liquid. Took all my stocks out. Stocks, I'm sitting on zero. I used to trade stocks heavily. I was looking heavily at actually, you know what? I take it back. I did buy some stocks last week. I really like AYX, Alteryx. It's a really good company. It's basically the data collection, the data collection company that Amazon uses to get consumer data. They're the ones who basically analyze and track all the data for Amazon.